Hello, ladies, and welcome to Secrets of Desire. This is my free mini training for those of you that have a desire or a need that you're not being able to satisfy in your marriage. And it's going to be how to receive what you want. This is a course for you if you have something that you need or desire from your husband and you haven't been able to get it for some reason. Trust me, you have tried. Everything you tried doesn't work, and you're left feeling all kinds of different feelings: confused, alone, hopeless, powerless. And you're seeking guidance from someone who's been there and someone who knows how to change and has an actual plan, because nothing that you try works. It's also a course for you if you think that you could get what you need if you just had the right guidance. You're longing for things like rekindling the passion that you used to have, or maybe it's emotional closeness, communication with your husband, and you crave feeling cherished and respected and understood. This is one of the number one things that I hear. It's just like, I want to feel understood. And you're tired of being alone. Doing all of this on your own can make you feel very, very lonely. And who wants to feel alone when they're married? That's not why you got married, right? So I'm Buffy, and for over 20 years, I've been trusted with women's most deepest and intimate secrets. I have literally heard it all. I'm the least judgmental person alive. I do not care. You can tell me anything. I've been trusted with hundreds of women's secrets. And now I help women to discover how much magnetic inspiration lives inside of you. I share everything that you need to create your own marital bliss and to receive what you want in 3 months. So I am the orgasmic housewife. What the heck does that mean? It means that I love being home. I also love to travel, but I love being home. I love my home. I receive what I want from my man on the daily. I need a clean home. I'm kind of a clean freak. I need time for my passions. I like orgasmic sex, and I like to have it with a man that I respect and that I trust. I like very little conflict, as much as possible. I used to like conflict, but not so much anymore. I like to have time for my family and my friends. I like nothing but the best for my dog. She's right over here. She's always with me. Her name is Bailey. I love flowers and dates, really traditional, kind of normal romantic things. I like to hear that I'm beautiful and that I'm loved, and I need to hear it often. I need to not carry the burden for us financially. That's just something that I need. I have had many, many health problems my whole life. And so I need help in that. I desire emotional connection. I desire feeling heard, seen, and understood. One of the worst feelings to me is to be misunderstood. I'm a gardener and a dancer and a karaoke queen who gets to share with you how to create your own orgasmic life. And that's what I'm the most passionate about in my life. I protect my schedule and my energy very closely because of my health. So I put my health first. I embody the orgasmic life that I teach. So that's why I protect my schedule. And I only coach very few amount of women because I want to give fantastic time and energy to you in your life while you're in the duration of my program. So this is my journey, and this picture is perfect. I felt like I was sitting on the chair backwards. I did all the right things and nothing worked. I tried to learn how to create my own orgasmic life. I failed a lot. I lost a lot. I sacrificed a lot. But what I discovered was so easy that I just had to start sharing. And I started sharing with my friends, girlfriends, immediately. I started saving marriages immediately. It was so easy. This is what some of my clients have said. It's just not the normal thing. It's been mind-blowing, and I've spent so much time trying to learn about men and relationships, and I would get so tired. I was confused. It was a lot of figuring things out. You've really shifted my love life, and there's just so many areas of my life in this whole new area of fabulousness. I love the fabulousness. It's just a life I never thought that I would have. So my coaching falls into your whole life, not just your marriage, okay? This will expand your whole life. And you might be wondering how in the world it could be so fast and easy to get what you want when all this time it's everything has been a struggle for you. And you fell in love with this man, and why is it now so hard to get what you need? And I bet you're surprised how lost and confused you feel and how much that affects your emotions, your energy daily, and how you feel about yourself. It affects your self-esteem. You can start questioning whether you're not pretty, whether you're not good enough, or you're not doing enough. It's terrible on your self-esteem. And I bet you're surprised how much time and effort you've already put in to end up feeling so hopeless, and to wonder if maybe he just doesn't care, and then to worry about your future. If you're like me, you're not willing to neglect what's most important in your life. Like for me, it's my marriage and my health and my family. You're not willing to sacrifice those things to get what you need or desire. For you, it could be your faith, your family, your career, and I will not be asking you to neglect any of those things in this program. So you want someone who's been where you are to show you how to get your needs met easily. You want to be that girl. I mean, who doesn't want to be that girl? To be happy, in love, full of life because you feel loved and protected? To have all of your needs met enthusiastically. Yay! We want him to be enthusiastic about providing your needs and your desires. And you want to be with a man that you respect and that you trust. And yes, you can harbor respect and trust once it's been lost. We'll get into that. You want to stop feeling emotional ups and downs constantly and being afraid of the future. You want a personalized approach and someone who's going to be there with you when you don't know what to do. To stop wasting your time and energy working on the relationship. Oh my gosh. Don't you get tired of working on the relationship only to be disappointed? And you want a relationship with like fantastic intimacy and to experience your own orgasmic life. Yes, please. Why not? You want more time and energy for all the other things in your life that you care about, and why shouldn't you? You want an orgasmic life. You want the man that you can trust fully and experience his willingness to invest his time and energy on you with enthusiasm. This is so needed in marriages today. You want to solve these unsolvable problems in your marriage while having more time and energy. So this is, you get this bonus training. The bonus training is going to describe for you like my pricing options and different things that I have. It's going to really break down the whole program for you more specifically. So you're going to want to apply now because like I said, I protect my schedule very much so. I protect my health and my time and my energy. So the slots get filled up very quickly. If you apply now, you can go to orgasmichousewife.com/apply, or you're welcome to just contact me on Facebook or however you found me. Just message me and say, hey, I want in, I want to apply. I'll just send you the application. So let's chat. Here's all my information. You can screenshot this if you want. If you go back, my name is Buffy Bliss. That's my real name, Bliss Life. You can find me on Facebook that way. So here's some other things you're done with. Guessing, failing, feeling unsatisfied, being a good wife who ends up suffering a lot, or you feel used or not desired, unappreciated, or like you got to be the boss, or maybe you feel more like his mother, or maybe you feel more like his slave. You're tired of feeling confused by the things that he says and the things that he does. Like, what is going on? And you feel powerless to get through to him. Why is it so stinking hard for him to understand? And you don't want to feel misunderstood anymore, or like your needs don't even matter. You're done with his inconsistent changes. Like you tell him or nag him or beg him to change and he does it, but it never lasts. You just want emotional connection, help around the house, or you don't know why he feels so distant or like he's pulling away. Like, what happened? And you don't want to feel overwhelmed because of the lack of support in your life with all the things you need help with. And you're frustrated with his apathy, or it's why he's like so content and you're miserable. And you're wondering where the passion went. You already know what doesn't work. You've dived deeper into your faith. You've prayed for him. You've prayed for yourself. You've prayed over your marriage. You've prayed for everything to change. You've asked God for patience. You've tried harder. You've been the good wife, the best possible wife anyone could ever ask for. You've been more helpful. You've cooked him food. You've even tried to communicate with him. You've had long talks with him, and it never works. In fact, you feel more distant. And even if you get him to change, you could get him to change one thing, but there's a laundry list of other things. And you start getting impatient, like, am I ever going to be able to get all the things that I need or all the things that I want? Because I'm barely getting one thing. You know what it feels like to be alone in your relationship, like you're the only one who really cares about it. And you know you can't make him change. You know you can't make him go to counseling. That man ain't going to read a book, and he's not going to do anything that you think will help. He just won't do it. So as women, we've been taught to be good girls, to be good wives. You're the helper. Be nice. Just be helpful. Just be respectful, and he'll appreciate you. That our needs are too much, that they're unrealistic, that they're a fantasy or even ridiculous. That marriage is hard, period. But you just have to keep loving him, and you get through the tough times and you'll get closer and everything will be okay. Not necessarily. You've been taught to keep your mouth shut, that you keep your feelings to yourself, and that your feelings don't matter, and that they aren't really taken seriously anyway. You've been taught to give to him. Just give, and he'll give to you. Even the Bible says that if you're a Christian. It's very, very confusing because you're doing it, but he ain't giving to you. He don't appreciate you. In fact, he seems to be getting lazier. Why is that? We'll get into that later. Not to be selfish, self-centered, self-focused, or to care about what you need or want. You've been taught that counseling, communicating more, knowing the love languages, practicing the love languages, or here's the new one, just be in your feminine. Just being in your feminine will fix everything. Yeah, that hasn't worked. You've also been taught that men are lazy couch slugs and that all they care about is sex. And you know this is true. As a result of all of this learning, you have experienced bad communication, difficulty communicating, feeling unheard and misunderstood most of the time, and you can't even get him to communicate. How do you communicate and have good communication with the man who won't communicate? Little to no support. So you're craving emotional support, affection, validation of how you feel, but he doesn't seem to understand even when you tell him. You feel overwhelmed because you do most of the housework, the work in the relationship, the parenting. You just feel overwhelmed by all of it. Even if he's very helpful and he does his best, there are areas of your life where you feel there's imbalance, where you're doing more than him, like caring about the relationship, how the connection is. All of the burden lays on you for that. Intimacy issues, big one here, just bad emotional or physical intimacy. You can be having an imbalance of desire. One of you wants it more than others. That's pretty normal. You could feel used for sex, and you could allow him to use your body for sex just so he leaves you alone or whatever. Your sex life becomes boring, routine, predictable, and you aren't even interested anymore. Or maybe sex is the only thing that you guys have that's good at. that you're good at, but you don't have emotional connection. There's something missing. So you've also experienced having like no direction. You feel kind of lost and confused about what your all's plans are for the future. Like you're not really sure, and you might be going in one direction when it feels like he's going in another direction. So you might feel like you're working against each other, or like you don't even know what the plan is. Like, where are y'all going? No appreciation, totally feeling undervalued, like you're only loved for what you do for him, what you provide for him. And he just doesn't even seem motivated to do as much for you. You feel stuck, like you're limited by him, like he doesn't want to have personal growth. And you have grown yourself. Maybe you've re-educated or tried new careers, but he just kind of stays in the same stagnant place. And he doesn't seem to care that you are growing as a person or appreciate that. And there's just like an imbalance when it comes to responsibilities and effort. So quite honestly, and listen to this because I mean it when I say it, if you are not careful, the ways that you have been trying to get your needs met is going to make everything worse. And you've probably experienced this so far. It's the reason why things are getting worse. I can promise you that if you listen to all the usual advice, this is what's going to keep happening. So here's some more myths. You can fix your marriage if you just work hard on it. You just need to have more faith. If you give to him, he'll appreciate you, and you just need to try harder. You should have sex with your husband because he needs that, and you don't want to hurt his feelings. You just need to forgive and communicate more. Being in your feminine energy will magically make everything better. Maybe you're just too much for him. Men are lazy, stupid, selfish assholes. Sorry for my language, but you know that's what you think sometimes. Without hearts, and life would be better maybe just without them. But the truth is that working on your relationship is what is killing it. And being bad at receiving is why everything is falling apart. Your faith actually has nothing to do with it. Men are inspired by what they provide for you and what they give to you. Having unwanted sex is a self-violation. It kills your intimacy. You don't need to protect your husband's feelings because he is not a child. This is a big one. Most communication that women attempt is actually the reason why everything is getting worse. You cannot use feminine energy to fix your relationship or to get what you need. It cannot be used. It cannot be put on. Your needs and desires are actually his fuel, and he needs to be challenged to feel alive and motivated. Okay? Healthy masculine men are providers, protectors, and natural problem solvers. They're inspired by your needs, and no man is perfect, just like no woman is perfect. But a basically good man is naturally these things. So here's one more myth that's probably getting most of you, and it's that you can have it all. Having it all is what a lot of women are striving for and putting their energy towards. The culture has defined what it means to have it all. But as a result, from the pressure to have it all, you endure years of hard work, and you feel guilty if you're not doing enough or as much as you can. You believe that having it all is what you should be striving for. But the truth is, you fantasize about love, and you want to end up staying busy to distract yourself from the disappointments you've experienced in love so far. You've never truly rested in your entire life, and all the stress in life puts you in constant survival mode. But what you really want is things like romance, intimacy, connection, adventure, closeness, passion, fun, laughter. Maybe you want a gallant knight, a wise king, and a man that you go to for advice that makes you feel safe. He does what you need, He does what needs to be done without you having to beg. Maybe you just want affection or attention. You want to be held when life gets hard. You want someone you can talk to who listens and who cares. Or maybe you just want some damn peace and quiet for a change. But you definitely want a man that you trust completely. A luxurious life with less stress. You want to share your desires and have them fulfilled. Your own orgasmic life, your bliss life. Most women are actually settling for far less than what you could have or what you deserve simply because you don't know how. So there's 2 ingredients to my secret sauce. Number 1 is to embody your desires, and number 2 is to integrate this powerfully creative skill into your life. So what's next? If you want your marriage to look like this in 3 months, all romantic and whatever it is that you desire, if you want to receive the desire of your heart, there's one thing right now that you are really wanting from your husband that you cannot seem to get. If you want that in 3 months, just let's talk. However you want to contact me, it doesn't matter. If you want to screenshot this, you can look at my schedule on Calendly. That'll give you an idea of my schedule. But you don't have to. You can just message me. I'm everywhere. Here you go. You can screenshot that if you want. Doesn't matter. But if you're really ready to unwrap the mystery that is you and learn to receive all that you desire, I need you to apply now. You're also going to get the bonus trading, so that's going to answer more questions for you about the price and things. So remember, under the secrets of desire is you. Honey, you are the key.